magical things could happen.
Yeah.
They were electric in this. I really just am so proud of those performances, and I'm proud of how it looks, and I'm proud of how it feels to watch it, and I really, really hope the fans like it as much as I do.
The internet went wild when Swifties started connecting some seriously unexpected dots. It all kicked off when fans noticed something strangely familiar about the album's title track. A smooth duet featuring Sabrina Carpenter that instantly caught everyone's attention. People couldn't help but say, wait a second, where have I heard this before? That's when one clever fan decided to dig deeper and posted a side-by-side comparison saying, I knew this sounded familiar. They played the track right next to the Jonas Brothers' Cool, and boom, the internet had a meltdown. The melody, that catchy little bounce, even the vibe, it all seemed a little too close for comfort. Soon enough, timelines everywhere were flooded with clips, remixes, and fan edits, and the comments section turned into a virtual courtroom of musical detectives. Everyone had an opinion, and no one was holding back. But the drama didn't stop there. The comparisons didn't just end with Cool. Suddenly, people were pointing out similarities to Beyoncé's Halo and Jordan Sparks' No Air. What started as a simple observation from one fan turned into a full-on online investigation. Every chord, every beat, every vocal run was being analyzed like a crime scene. It showed just how fast things can spiral on social media. One small comment turns into a wildfire of speculation before anyone can even catch their breath. And just like that, what began as a normal music drop transformed into a digital showdown that had everyone talking. Things really started heating up when TikTok creator Jared Germain dropped a video that completely blew the discussion wide open. He didn't just point out one or two similarities, he came with receipts. In his breakdown, he compared Actually Romantic to the Pixies' legendary track Where Is My Mind, Wood to I Want You Back, and Opalite to Post Malone's Circles. The moment his post hit TikTok, people couldn't scroll fast enough. That video exploded with millions of views in just days. Comments poured in nonstop. Some fans were shocked, others were convinced, and a few were defending Taylor like their lives depended on it. This wasn't just casual chatter anymore. The energy shifted from curiosity to full-blown speculation. Every clip in Jared's video was like a spark, lighting up a new round of theories across social media. People started doing their own mashups, slowing down beats, looping chords, and breaking things down like they were on some kind of pop culture CSI mission. Did she really use that melody? Fans asked, replaying those snippets again and again. Before long, TikTok duets, reaction videos, and heated debates had taken over the For You page. But here's where things get interesting. The confusion didn't come out of nowhere. Taylor's always been transparent about using interpolation. That's when an artist intentionally reinterprets part of an older song instead of sampling it directly. It's a legit creative move in the industry, but not everyone online understands the difference. On Genius, the album The Life of a Showgirl even openly acknowledges its nod to the Jonas Brothers' Cool. So yes, that melody twist wasn't stolen. It was an approved homage, clearly marked for anyone paying attention. Still, that didn't stop the chatter. For many fans, the idea that Taylor would pull inspiration so boldly and credit it in plain sight only made things more fascinating.
One of my favorite songs I've ever written, and so that's all the fans doing. And so this is really, I just wanted to think about what could I do over the course of 1 week that would make them as happy, or try to make them as happy as they.
It added a whole new layer to the discussion. Was she cleverly blending eras of pop or pushing the boundaries of originality? Either way, it had people talking non-stop. Every post, every comment, every wait. Listen to this part added fuel to an already blazing debate. And this isn't the first time she's done something like this. Fans who really follow her work pointed out that she's used this creative style before. On the same album, she clearly references George Michael's father figure. And again, it's done with intention, respect, and credit. Taylor knows her history, and she knows how to weave old-school influence into modern pop drama. That mix of nostalgia and reinvention, it's exactly why her music keeps people obsessed. So when people online try to claim she's copying or borrowing too much, it turns into this wild cycle of misunderstanding. Half the crowd calling it inspiration, the other half shouting plagiarism. And right in the middle of it all, you've got millions of fans dissecting every sound like musical detectives on a mission. The drama, the theories, the back and forth, it's pure internet chaos, and everyone's tuned in to see how Taylor will respond next. What started as a TikTok deep dive turned into one of the most talked about pop controversies of the season, proving that when it comes to Taylor Swift, even a single melody can start a storm. Even with all the online chaos, fans can't stop digging deeper. And honestly, who can blame them? Taylor's creative choices have always carried layers, and this time, the puzzle pieces look a little too perfectly placed. People noticed that her longtime collaborators Max Martin and Shellback, two hit-making legends with their own history of working with the Jonas Brothers, are back on board for this project. That tiny detail sent the fandom spiraling into detective mode faster than ever. It's not just about the music anymore, it's about the connections. Swifties are convinced there's something bigger behind these collaborations, and social media is overflowing with wild theories. Some fans swear it's Taylor's way of blending her personal history into her art again, while others think it's her subtle way of rewriting the past in her own terms. The mix of nostalgia, symbolism, and that signature Taylor mystery is driving everyone absolutely crazy with curiosity. And of course, let's not forget the elephant in the room, her well-known past with Joe Jonas. The moment fans realized Joe's old producers were tied to this new album, the speculation hit overdrive. Comments started pouring in like, "There's no way this is just a coincidence." And she's totally referencing her old heartbreak era again. Every lyric, every chord, every collaboration credit, nothing is safe from the fan investigation squad. It's classic Taylor, turning her real-life history into pop culture treasure hunts that keep fans glued to every detail. Whether it's coincidence or carefully planned storytelling, one thing's for sure. Everyone's trying to decode her every move, and the suspense is driving the internet wild. When you really think about it, pop music has always been a game of echoes. Experts say that pop naturally feeds off repetition. Those catchy chord progressions, the familiar rhythms, the little melodic loops that get stuck in your head for days. It's what makes the genre so addictive. But when the artist in question is Taylor Swift, the tiniest musical echo turns into a full-blown pop culture storm. Even the faintest similarity suddenly becomes front-page news, dissected frame by frame, beat by fans and critics alike. Some music analysts have jumped in to remind everyone that pop has been recycling its DNA for decades. That's literally how trends work. From Motown's smooth grooves to the 2000s synth-pop revival, everything builds off what came before. But try telling that to social media. Once the Swifties get a whiff of a theory, it's like lighting a match in a fireworks factory. Every post, every clip, every offhand comment fuels a new round of debates, reactions, and think pieces that spread like wildfire across TikTok and X, formerly Twitter. And honestly, who can blame them? Taylor isn't just any pop star, she's a living storyline. Every album she drops feels like a chapter in an unfolding saga, where fans play both detectives and narrators. So when experts say, "This is just how pop works," Swifties respond, "Sure, but this is Taylor Swift. There's always a deeper meaning." That's what makes this moment so fascinating. It's not just about the music, it's about the cultural theater that surrounds it. Right now, the conversation sits in that blurry gray area between music theory and fandom obsession. Scholars might call it sonic repetition, but the internet calls it a scandal. And the more people argue, the louder it gets. Every new take, every mashup, every fan theory keeps the discussion alive. And honestly, it doesn't look like it's slowing down anytime soon. At this point, one thing's clear. Whether it's deliberate homage or unintentional resemblance, Taylor has everyone talking. Her music has become more than just sound. It's a playground for conversation, creativity, and chaos. And as long as people keep replaying her songs, the debate will keep spinning right alongside them. So what do you think? Is this all just pop's natural cycle? Or is Taylor playing a genius-level game with her listeners again? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear your take. And hey, if you enjoyed diving into this wild music mystery, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Your support keeps these deep dives coming, and trust me, we've got plenty more drama to uncover next time.